Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alyssa, and on this channel we talk about the law of attraction, building self-empowerment, and conquering limiting self-beliefs. I just want to get real with you guys because a lot of people might need to hear this, or at least some of it. I don't know, we'll see. But this year has thrown us all a few pretty gnarly curveballs. And with a lot of stuff kind of looping back around at the end of the year here, a lot of us are kind of falling back into a negative slump. I can say personally that this year has truly been one of the toughest years of my life. I've had to face a lot of new challenges, the D word being one of them. I'm talking about depression. Get your minds out of the gutter. But depression is very, very relatable, and I'm sure a lot of you watching this can relate to that as well. I know that some of you who have been following my channel have been practicing things like affirmations, scripting, etc. And some of you may have even had a spiritual awakening, which I also did a video about. And there may be times where you feel like you want to give up because it does take time to reprogram your mind after X amount of years of filling your subconscious with a lot of false beliefs. And it does kind of seem like a never-ending journey, one which you'll never find the destination to. And there may be times where you feel like you're losing yourself to whatever you're battling in life. One thing that I've realized in life is how many people struggle with depression. This is something that I've intermittently dealt with all my life. I just didn't know what it was until recently when I went through my own awakening. Because I've always had a tendency to keep everything inside and not burden anyone with whatever negative things I was going through in life. And over time, that's built up inside of me, resulting in depression, anxiety, even a few panic attacks in my life, all that good stuff. And there were times where I felt very alone, like no one understands me, and that I'll never break these negative patterns in my life, no matter how hard I try. Because as I've mentioned before and throughout this channel, our subconscious minds are our survival minds. So whatever we've experienced and survived throughout our upbringing as kids, and even things that we've experienced recently as adults, those things left an impression on our subconscious minds. So those neural pathways that we've created as a result have kept us in certain negative patterns because we've survived under those circumstances before. And a part of our mind thinks that if we change those circumstances, we'll essentially be in danger. Like new things could be a threat to us, according to our subconscious. So when we start the process of changing those patterns, we experience a lot of resistance. And it can be very overwhelming, and this process can seem very discouraging. And there were many times throughout this journey that I felt like giving up and just going back to my old ways of thinking, not meditating, not using positive affirmations, and just continuing to live a sleeping existence, if that makes sense. Because ultimately that seems easier, since that's how I've been surviving up until semi-recently. I've been mentioning identities on and off throughout this channel, but I'm really going to start emphasizing that topic because all of this really does boil down to who and what we've identified as throughout our lives, subconsciously or otherwise. So we've attached ourselves to what we think we are. And that can be an unintelligent person, an ugly person, a fat person, a sick person, a depressed person, a victim, an addict. And our brains do this weird thing where if we try to go outside that identity, it sounds these internal panic alarms that say, without this identity, I am nothing. I cannot be without this identity. And we pose the question, without my illness, without this extra weight, without my depression, my addiction, who am I? So that's why it's so hard to let go. We don't know who we are without these traits that we've attached ourselves to for so long. And since starting this channel and doing this research, learning about how many people all of these things are affecting, it breaks my heart. It honestly breaks my heart because I've been through so many of those identity crises? I don't know. Someone correct me in the comments. But I just need you all to know that you are far more than whatever identity that's kept you stuck in particularly negative patterns. Whether that's choosing abusive partners to confirm a victim in you, keeping up an addiction, constantly coming down with one illness after another, whatever the case, your physical self and all those problems it comes with are just a tiny percentage of what makes up you. You yourself, when it comes down to it, are bigger, better, and so far beyond your illness, your victimhood, your depression, your addiction. And while you may have made some mistakes in your life, it's time to start reframing what that means for the rest of your existence. And if you're seeking out videos like this, you've already started the process of becoming aware of these identities. And since my awakening, I've made it my mission to tell people like yourself who are struggling with any of these things that you can change those internal identities and live out the rest of your life in the healthy, peaceful, and prosperous ways that you deserve to live. Because I do believe that we are spirits or souls, whatever you want to call it, that are living out these temporary existences in these physical bodies, and that we came here to this planet as these people to fulfill a purpose unique to each of us. We didn't come here to suffer, struggle to pay bills, lose weight, and stay in unhealthy relationships. That's not what life is about, contrary to what you've been conditioned to believe. You can overcome these identities. You can reprogram your mind and create new neural pathways in your brain that allow you to live out a different kind of existence and thrive in it. Stop telling yourself things like, I'm an addict, I'm fat, I'm stupid, I'm sick, I'm broke, I'm unlovable. And start affirming the exact opposite. You've been consistently confirming these negative things about yourself, and it's time to change that. You are beautiful. I don't care what you think you look like. You are beautiful. Each and every one of you. You are smart. You are capable of so much more than you can possibly imagine. And if I could reach through this barrier, this device, I would tell you that to your face and give you the biggest hug and explain to you why you've been feeling this way and that you can change it. You have way more power and more control than you can ever even imagine. Seriously, our monkey brains cannot even comprehend what we're capable of accomplishing in our lives. You are worthy of the incredible things this life has to offer. It's just out of the realm of your comprehension at this particular moment in time. But I'm telling you, I have never been more sure of anything than I am of that. So please, please start seeing that in yourself. You are bigger, better, and beyond your problems and your addictions. We'll call those the 3 B's, bigger, better, and beyond. Because you really are. You're so amazing, each and every one of you. I truly believe that, and I invite you to start believing the same thing. So I just wanted to take a few minutes and let you know that. And I hope that this helps in any way, and I hope that you come back to these messages and really take them to heart. Just know that there are people out there that do believe in you, and you're allowed to believe in yourself as well. I know I haven't met most of you, but if you're watching this, I do believe in you. I don't need to know you to believe in you. And I'm sending you so much love and so much respect for being aware enough to seek out help or words of encouragement even. It starts with awareness, and awareness is power. I love you all so much. You've got this. Don't give up. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Please be safe. Much love, and I'll see you next time.